Happy anniversary, Mrs. Hayes. The waiter placed champagne in front of me. I smiled, but Michael didn't even look up from his phone. Michael? Hmm? He was texting someone. His fingers moved fast. It's been 10 years. I know. I booked this place, didn't I? The restaurant was beautiful. Candlelight, roses, a violinist in the corner. Everything I dreamed of when we were broke college students planning our future. But his eyes were still on his phone. Who are you texting? Work. On our anniversary? He finally looked up, annoyed. Amara, I have responsibilities. Not everyone can just coast through life doing nothing. My chest tightened. I raised our daughter. I gave up my career for, here we go again. He set his phone down. I but kept glancing at it. You act like you're the only one who sacrificed anything. I swallowed. I'm not saying that. I just thought tonight. His phone buzzed. He grabbed it immediately and smiled. That smile. The one I hadn't seen in 3 years. The one that used to be mine. Sorry, I have to take this. He stood up. It's important. Michael, please. But he was already walking toward the exit, phone pressed to his ear, laughing at something the person on the other end said. I sat there. Alone. The violinist playing for an empty chair. The waiter returned. Is everything all right, ma'am? Perfect. I whispered. I waited 40 minutes. He never came back inside. When I finally went looking for him, I found him in the parking lot, leaning against his car, still on the phone. No, you're right, Clara. You're always right. That's what I love about you. Clara Stone. His new assistant. The one he'd hired 6 months ago. The one he said was just helping with the merger. The one who called at midnight about spreadsheets. The one whose name appeared on his phone more than mine. More than our daughter's. More than anyone's. He saw me. His face didn't even change. No guilt, no panic. Just irritation. I'll call you back, he said into the phone, then to me. What? Who is Clara? I told you, my assistant. You said you loved her. Don't be ridiculous. I said I love that about her. Her efficiency. Her work ethic. He walked past me toward the restaurant. Can we not do this tonight? Do what? This jealous wife routine. It's exhausting. I grabbed his arm. Michael, look at me. He did. And I saw nothing. No warmth. No recognition. And like I was a stranger. You're being paranoid, Amara. Again. Maybe you should talk to someone about that. I'm not. I have to get back. I'm expecting an important call. From Clara? From a business partner. He pulled away from me. Go home. I'll be late. But it's our anniversary. And I'm working. Some of us have to. He left me standing there in the parking lot. I drove home alone, the champagne untouched, the violinist's song still playing in my head. When I got home, I went to our bedroom and opened his laptop. I shouldn't have, but I did. The emails were all there. Can't wait to see you tonight, Em. Wear that tie I like. Last night was perfect. You make me feel alive. She suspects something. Be careful. Months of them. Hundreds of messages. Photos I couldn't unsee. I sat on our bed, and felt everything inside me collapse. My hands shook as I forwarded them to myself. Evidence. Proof. When Michael came home at 3 a.m., I was waiting in the living room. We need to talk. He sighed like I was a child throwing a tantrum. Not now, Amara. I'm tired. I saw the emails. He froze. Just for a second. Then, what emails? The ones between you and Clara. You went through my computer? You're cheating on me. Lower your voice. You'll wake Emma. Answer me. He took off his jacket slowly, calmly. I'm not doing this right now. Michael, you invaded my privacy. You went through my personal files, and now you're accusing me of something based on what? Work emails? They weren't work emails. They were, you're twisting everything because you're insecure. He walked past me. I'm going to bed. Don't you dare walk away from me. What do you want me to say, Amara? He turned around and his eyes were cold. That you're right? That I'm some villain in your little victim story? I'm working my ass off to give you this life, and this is the thanks I get? I saw the photos. There are no photos. There are. I forwarded them to myself. Something flickered across his face. Then, you're delusional. You've been stressed, isolated, spending too much time alone. Maybe you imagined. I didn't imagine anything. Then show me. I pulled out my phone, opened my email. The messages were gone. All of them. What? How? See? He was already walking up the stairs. There's nothing there, Amara, because nothing happened. Get some sleep. You need it. Michael! But he was gone. I checked my email again. And again. Every folder. Spam. Trash. Nothing. He'd deleted them remotely. He had access to my accounts. He'd set them up years ago to make things easier. I sat there until sunrise, staring at my empty inbox. 3 weeks later, Michael announced we were attending his company's annual gala. It's important for my image, he said. Bring the black dress. Not wear the black dress. Bring it. Like I was staff. The gala was at the Grandview Hotel. 200 people, chandeliers, a live orchestra, everyone who mattered in Michael's world. I wore the black dress, did my hair, tried to look like the wife of a successful man. But when we walked in, Michael's hand wasn't on my back. It was on his phone. Michael, can you please put that away? In a minute. We reached our table. His colleagues were already there. Hayes. About time. A man clapped Michael's shoulder. And this must be the wife. Amara, I said, extending my hand. He shook it limply. Heard a lot about you. All good, I hope. Sure, he said, but his eyes were already moving past me. Michael sat down. I sat next to him. For 2 hours, I didn't exist. Every conversation, every joke, every story. I was invisible. When I tried to speak, people looked through me. When I laughed, no one noticed. But when she arrived, everything changed. Clara Stone walked in wearing red. Her dress was stunning. Her smile was radiant. And every man in the room turned to look, including Michael. Clara. He stood up immediately. You made it. Of course. She kissed his cheek, lingered just a second too long. I wouldn't miss it. Everyone, this is Clara Stone, my executive assistant. She's the real brains behind the merger. People laughed, charmed. She sat down, across from me. Our eyes met, and she smiled. You must be Amara, she said sweetly. Michael talks about you all the time. Does he? Oh, yes. He says you're very supportive. The way she said it, like supportive meant irrelevant. Michael didn't even notice. He was already deep in conversation with her, leaning in, laughing at everything she said. I sat there, silent. Then the speeches started. The CEO went first. Talked about company growth, record profits, the future. Then he called Michael to the stage. Our VP of Operations has been the driving force this year. Let's give him a round of applause. Everyone clapped. Michael walked up, confident, glowing. Thank you all for being here tonight, he began. This year has been transformative. And I couldn't have done it without my incredible team. He looked directly at Clara. Especially Clara Stone, who has been my right hand through everything. Her intelligence, dedication, and vision have been invaluable. I honestly don't know where I'd be without her. The room erupted in applause. Clara stood, waved, bowed slightly. Michael's eyes never left her, and I realized he hadn't mentioned me once. Not my name, not my wife, not even a glance in my direction. I was erased. After the speech, people swarmed him. Congratulations, handshakes, photos. I stood on the edge of the crowd, holding a glass of wine I wasn't drinking. Sad, isn't it? I turned. A woman I didn't recognize was standing next to me. Excuse me? Watching your husband fall all over someone else in public. She sipped her drink. I'd die of embarrassment. I don't know what you... Oh, please, everyone knows. They've been screwing for months. My face went hot. That's not true. Honey, look at them. I did. Michael had his arm around Clara's waist. She was leaning into him, whispering something. He threw his head back and laughed. Like they were alone. Like I wasn't 10 feet away. You should leave him, the woman said. Before he leaves you. Then she walked away. I stood there, frozen, as the room spun around me. Michael didn't speak to me the entire ride home. When we got inside, I finally broke. How could you do that to me? Do what? Humiliate me, in front of everyone. I gave a speech. How is that humiliating you? You thanked her. You didn't even mention me. Why would I? You didn't work on the merger. I'm your wife. And? You want a participation trophy for existing? I felt like I'd been slapped. Michael, I'm tired of this, Amara. You're jealous of Clara because she's successful, beautiful, ambitious. Everything you're not. That's not. It is. You gave up. You stopped trying. You stay home, complain, play victim, and expect me to worship you for it. Well, I don't. Clara actually does something. She matters. You're just... there. Tears burned my eyes. I raised our daughter. I gave up my career for you. No one asked you to. That was your choice. Don't blame me because you have regrets. I don't regret Emma. Then what? You regret me? Fine. Feel free to leave. What? Leave. Divorce me. I don't care anymore. He was walking up the stairs. I'm done pretending this marriage is something it's not. Michael, wait. Go to bed, Amara. Or don't. I really don't give a damn. He slammed the bedroom door. I stood there in the dark, shaking, trying to breathe. Then I went to Emma's room. She was asleep, her little face peaceful. I kissed her forehead. I'm sorry, I whispered. The next morning, I went to see a lawyer. Her name was Rebecca Torres. She was sharp. No nonsense. Exactly what I needed. How long has the affair been going on? She asked. 6 months. Maybe longer. Do you have proof? I told her about the emails, the deletions, the gaslighting. She nodded. Typical. But we can subpoena records, phone logs, credit card statements. If he's spending money on her, we'll find it. What about Emma? You'll get custody. Judges don't look kindly on cheating fathers. He'll fight me. Let him. We'll win. For the first time in weeks, I felt a flicker of hope. I want to file, I said. Are you sure? I thought about last night. The gala, the humiliation, the way he looked at Clara, the way he didn't look at me. I'm sure. I didn't tell Michael. I went home, packed a bag for Emma and me, and called my sister. Can we stay with you for a few days? Of course. What happened? I'll explain later. I just need to get out of here. When I picked Emma up from school, she knew something was wrong. Mama, are you okay? We're going to Aunt Sophie's for a little while. What about Daddy? Daddy's busy with work, sweetheart. She frowned but didn't push. We stayed with Sophie for 3 days. I didn't answer Michael's calls. I didn't respond to his texts. On the 4th day, Rebecca called. We have something. What? Hotel receipts. Dozens of them. All charged to his corporate card. Same hotel. Same room number. Sometimes twice a week. My stomach turned. With Clara? We're confirming now, but yes. Okay. Amara, there's more. He's been transferring money, large amounts, into an account under her name. How much? Over $200,000 in 6 months. I couldn't breathe. That's marital assets, Rebecca continued. We can recover it, but it shows intent. He's planning something. Like what? My guess? He's setting her up. New life, new start, without you. I closed my eyes. File the papers, I said. Done. He'll be served tomorrow. That night, I wrote a letter. Michael, by the time you read this, I'll be gone. I'm not telling you where. I'm not asking for permission. I'm not begging you to care. For 10 years, I gave you everything. My career, my dreams, my identity. I became the woman you needed me to be. And you repaid me with cruelty. You humiliated me, gaslit me, made me feel worthless. But I'm not worthless. I'm done. Emma and I deserve better. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. Amara. I left it on the kitchen counter. Then I took Emma, got in the car, and drove. I didn't know where I was going. I just drove. Away from him. Away from that house. Away from the woman I'd been for 10 years. We stayed at a hotel that night. Emma thought it was an adventure. Are we running away, Mama? We're starting over, baby. She smiled. I like it. The next morning, my phone exploded. 17 missed calls from Michael. 23 texts, voicemails. Where are you? Amara, this isn't funny. Call me back. Now. You can't just take Emma. I'll call the police. Please. I'm sorry. Come home. I blocked his number. Then Rebecca called. He's been served. And he's losing his mind. Called my office 6 times. Threatened to sue. Threatened to, well, everything. Good. Amara, he's going to fight dirty. Let him. I'm not scared anymore. 3 days later, I got a call from Sophie. You need to see this. See what? Check social media. I opened Instagram. Clara had posted a photo, her and Michael, at a restaurant, holding hands. The caption, finally free to love you the way you deserve. Comments poured in. So happy for you both. You two are perfect together. About time. I stared at the photo, and I laughed. Not because it was funny, but because I was free. It took 2 weeks. 2 weeks for Michael's world to fall apart. First, the divorce papers went public. His colleagues found out. His boss found out. Corporate policy, no relationships with subordinates. Clara was fired. Then the financial investigation started. The transferred money, the hotel charges, all on the company card. Embezzlement. He was suspended pending review. Then the custody hearing. Emma told the judge she wanted to stay with me. Daddy's never home, she said quietly. Mama takes care of me. Michael didn't even argue. He looked broken. And then, the final blow. Clara left him. I didn't sign up for this, she told him over text. I wanted the successful version of you, not this. She blocked him, moved to another city, started over, without him. Sophie called me 3 weeks after I left. He's outside my house. What? Michael. He's been sitting in his car for an hour, just staring. My chest tightened. Did he try to come in? No, but Amara. He looks awful. I don't care. I think you should talk to him. Why? Because he's falling apart. I closed my eyes. That's not my problem anymore. But Sophie was quiet. Please, she finally said. Just once. Then you never have to see him again. I drove to Sophie's house the next day. His car was still there. I parked, walked over, knocked on his window. He looked up. I barely recognized him. His eyes were hollow. His face was pale. He looked like he hadn't slept in weeks. He rolled down the window. Amara? You need to leave, Michael. I know. I needed to see you. You've seen me. Now go. Please. 5 minutes. I crossed my arms. You have 2. He got out of the car slowly, like his body hurt. I'm sorry. Okay. No, Amara, I mean it. I'm so sorry. For everything. Great. Now leave. I was wrong about Clara. About you. About all of it. I know you were. She's gone. She left me. I know. I lost my job, my reputation, everything. I know. He looked at me, desperate. Don't you care? No. His face crumbled. How can you not feel anything? Because you taught me not to. Amara. You humiliated me, Michael. You made me feel invisible, worthless. You gaslit me, lied to me, destroyed me in front of everyone who mattered. And now you want me to feel sorry for you? I made a mistake. You made a choice. You chose her. You chose to hurt me. Over and over. I didn't mean... You did. You absolutely did. I stepped closer. And now you get to live with it. Please. I'll do anything. I'll go to therapy. I'll change. Michael. My voice was steady. I don't love you anymore. He froze. I don't love you. I don't hate you. I don't feel anything. You're just nothing to me now. You don't mean that. I do. And that's your punishment, not the divorce, not losing Clara. This. Knowing that the woman who loved you more than anything in the world doesn't even care anymore. Tears ran down his face. Amara, please. Goodbye, Michael. I turned and walked away. He called after me. I love you. I still love you. I didn't look back. Emma and I moved to a new city. I got a job. A good one. Using the degree I'd put on hold for 10 years. I made friends. Real ones. I smiled again. Michael called sometimes. I never answered. He sent letters. I threw them away. He sent money for Emma. I put it in a trust. Clara posted a photo with a new man. Michael commented, I miss you. She deleted it. I heard through Sophie that he was living in a small apartment now, alone, working a job he hated, that he cried sometimes, that he couldn't sleep, that he kept a photo of me and Emma on his desk. Do you feel bad for him? Sophie asked. I thought about it. No, I said. I feel free. And I was.